Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Clayton. You can call me Clay, Claytiana, whatever you like. For today's video, we're going to be looking at some of my personal least favorite trends and overall fashion moves that I've been seeing recently and taking note of. So if you haven't already, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you are, and leave a comment if you disagree or agree with any of my opinions on this fashion. Also, make sure to check out my single Don't Kill the Buzz. It is available on all streaming platforms now. I really appreciate it. Yeah, why don't we jump into this video. These least favorites are not going to be in any particular order or anything, so it's just random. So our first least favorite fashion trend is socks tucked into sweatpants. What I mean by this is when the socks are over the sweatpants. So it's technically the sweatpants tucked into socks. I've seen lots of athletes do this, like the Nike white socks into gray sweatpants, and it just makes you look like you have cankles or like super thick and juicy ankles. Not flattering. And most of the sweatpants have like the elastic on the bottom that like fits to whatever size your leg is. So it's like, why are you tucking that into something? It's meant to go over. Like, no, enough of that. Next up we have drawstring shorts slash pants. So I would say I've seen these mostly on like fast fashion websites like Shein or Romwe or AliExpress, but it's like all of the pants are not buttons, but freaking drawstrings. And that's even on pants too, and I just don't understand because it's not really cute. I think it's more comfortable, but aesthetically speaking, it's a no from me. Yeah, I just think it really does not look good, especially if you're going for a more formal look and it's like a more formal print. Like the drawstring just completely takes me out of that. Like, this is not a sweatpant. This is a pants, a short. Like, we're not going for all that. And if it's like going for a sweatpant look, that's completely fine. But if you're trying to be like a printed chino type vibe, like, no thank you. Like, let's just keep it button or zipper or literally a waistband. Like, there doesn't need to be the drawstring. Like, just make it like elasticy. Next up of fashion choices that I dislike is color blocking. Honestly, I'm so over color blocking. I feel like it's done really excessively now. Like, it's cute if it's simple color blocking with like a color in white or a color in black, but when it's literally like 600 colors, I'm just right out of it. Like, how am I supposed to match all these? Like, they're so specific, and it's too much at this point. Like, the color block trend came, and everybody's like, this is cute, but now it's just way too much, and it's in everything, and it doesn't need to be. Color blocking is supposed to be a statement, and when you say it all the time, it's no longer a statement, you know? Next up, we have men in really long skirts. So like, express yourself, love that, but if you're gonna wear a skirt, make it cute. Like, why are we wearing the maiden type of skirts? Like, not even like a maxi skirt, just like literally like colonial woman. Like, it's not cute. If we're gonna wear a skirt, let's make it cute. Let's not make it a random ass length. Like, nobody wants that mid-calf skirt, no, especially if you're not gonna wear a good shoe or like leggings under it. Like, if you're gonna wear a skirt, it has to be right above the knee, babe, especially if you're short. Like, don't go below your knee if you're short, and just do a mini skirt. I know it's scary, but you're wearing a skirt, so like, just commit. If you're gonna wear a skirt, just wear a mini skirt. Thank you. For fashion trends I hate, the next choice that I have shared my disdain with is form-fitting shoes. Now, what I mean by this is really the Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks, to quote Cardi B. I don't think these are cute. I don't like how it goes into the leg, so form-fitting. I just don't think that's very appealing aesthetically. Like, I think I would like a little bit more room. The way it pairs into pants or whatever, I don't think it's cute. Chips nail polish is gonna be the next fashion trend that I'm over. Please just like, don't. Like, if it starts to chip, like, let's take it off. It's not really a cute look. in my opinion. Let's put a little more effort to make sure it doesn't chip. Do multiple coats. Put a top coat on. Like, there are solutions around this issue. Your nails should not be chipping this much if you're doing it correctly. So let's go on YouTube, do some tutorials, and do better. If you're gonna be spending the time on your nail polish, come correct. Thank you. My next fashion trend that I'm disliking at the moment is matte pleather pants. Specifically with threading or string that is not the color of the matte pants. To me, it just looks very cheap. But even above that, like, it just doesn't mesh well. Like, the matte pleather does not look cute unless it's all the same color. And even most of the time, I feel like matte pleather doesn't look the best. Like, I want a little gloss, I want a little shine, I want a little smoothness. No texture, please, unless it's going to be shiny. Next up is shirts with quotes or too much text. I feel like this isn't necessarily a trend, but it's been around for a while. I don't want to have to read your shirt, you know? And I say this wearing a shirt that has text. However, this has just the appropriate amount. It's Megan Thee Stallion and it just says The Stallion. Like, that makes sense. Don't put a whole ass paragraph or quote on your shirt. That's way too much. And it really just takes away the purpose. Like, your walking quote doesn't sound like a look to me. Next up, we have entirely mesh or see-through shirts. Now, these can be cute to layer with in theory, but I'm specifically talking to the men here. If you're just gonna wear a mesh shirt, nothing else, and I can see your nipples, I am going to judge you. You just give off douchebag vibes in the best way possible. So sorry. But nobody asked for that, you know? Like, wear something more appropriate. Thank you. You're not doing all that, even though you think you are. You're really not. Like, it's just a mesh shirt. It's like literally like wearing tights, but as a shirt. And it just is not the power move you think it is. If you want to show your body, don't wear anything, maybe. Oh my god. Or wear something that you can open up. You know, a mesh shirt is not a shirt because we can see through it, and it's not like it keeps you warm or anything, and it'll probably just give you like a really weird tan. So use it to layer, but don't just wear a mesh shirt because that is not cute. Next up, my least favorite fashion trend, white jeans. If you wear white jeans, I'm so sorry, but you can donate them. Like, I'm sure somebody will like them. But white jeans, in my opinion, are not it. I think if you're gonna wear a white pants, wear a different material. Don't make it jeans. Like, jeans aren't supposed to be white. Black jeans, perfectly fine. Blue jeans, perfect. White jeans, no. I'm sorry, the texture does not mesh well with the color white. Like, it's not cute, and I feel like they don't fit right, ever. I've just never seen a good pair of white jeans, so that's my opinion, and you can deal with it. So on the topic of jeans, my next least favorite fashion trend is jeans with rips pre-established. You know, it's just like buying clothes at a lesser quality when you could just rip it yourself if you want rips that bad. It doesn't make sense to me to distress it yourself or pay to have somebody distress it when you could literally do that yourself. Or, here's a thought, wear the jeans so much that they distress naturally, and then, boom, you can just like exaggerate it, like pull it open a little, you know, like play with it, stick your fingers in there, get comfortable, and then you have DIY ripped jeans and you don't have to spend as much. And it's also eco-friendly because, you know, you have to use those jeans a while to get the rips. Or even just like look up tutorials on YouTube. Pre-established rips just look so fake, unnatural. Plus, you're just gonna get them, and if it's from like a fashion website, they're just gonna become so large so quick that you're not even really gonna get to have those nice rips that were designed. So it's like, just make your own rips with a cute pair of thrifted, good quality jeans. You're welcome. There's a tip. There's a solution. there's the innovation. This next least favorite is not necessarily a piece of clothing, but more of a color combination, and the colors would be navy and black. This, I think, is the ultimate color sin. These colors do not go together, as I feel like they're a little too similar, you know? I can't think of a time where they would look good together, so don't. Thanks. Next least favorite are socks that are too long or socks that are too short. So by socks that are too long, I mean knee-high socks when you're wearing pants. It's like, no, this is just uncomfortable. This is more like a personal qualm when you're wearing it yourself, not when other people are wearing it, because you can't really tell. But with socks that are too long, it's just like uncomfortable. And this also applies to when you're wearing something like Vans or a slip-on shoe and you wear a really long sock. It's like, no, that needs to be shorter. Like, that should barely be showing. And then for socks that are too short, it's when you're wearing like a dress shoe or a boot and you need a long ass sock and you don't have one. That's an issue. I know you're getting blisters right now. I know you're uncomfortable, and that makes me uncomfortable. Continuing on with my fashion least favorites, we're moving on to excessive cutouts. Now, don't get me wrong, the occasional cutout in the proper place can be cute. It can be really cute, like shoulder cutouts or like a cutout here. However, my issue is when there's a lot of cutouts and in really weird places. Like if there was a cutout right here, right here, right here, and then like just this entire sleeve full. Like I would like some symmetry to the cutouts and some consistency and maybe like some reasoning for why they're there. Like, oh, you need ventilation in your armpits, let's add a cutout in this area. Or like, let the titties show, like right there, that makes sense. But if it's just like random ass cutouts on the sleeve, like what's the purpose of that? It just makes it impossible to put on. It's gonna be kind of uncomfortable. It'll leave weird tan lines if you go out in the sun for too long. And I just think it's like the color blocking thing where it was like, oh my god, this is so cool, this is so fun at first, but now it's gotten to the point where it's like adding a cutout wherever is not cute. It's too much. We need to simplify this down a little bit, you know, keep things basic when we're doing a cutout and not oversimplify what needs to be done for the look. My next fashion don't is polyester shirts, you know, like the kind that is like usually a workout shirt. So if you're wearing this in the gym, perfectly fine, I'll mind my own business. But if you're just wearing this out and about and you're not at the gym, I know that is uncomfortable rubbing against your nipples. Don't even lie to me. And it just is such a terrible material and texture that I cannot get with like workout attire only. If a shirt is in this material, hate it, will not be buying it. Oh my god, like polos that are in this texture, no thank you, instantly skipping that on the rack, going to the next item. Next up, we have all black shoes. Now listen, if you work in a kitchen, ignore this. However, if you don't and you're wearing black shoes, all black. Like, listen, you can have the black fabric part, but if it's a black sole, black laces, black fabric, gonna have an issue. I just think it's too much. There's not enough separation, and it starts to look a little too much, a little chaotic, a little clustered. So I think there needs to be some balance with some other colors. Like, not enough room for shadows and like the silhouette of the shoe to really pop out because it's just like all black. So it just kind of like looks like one giant kind of blob, if you know what I'm saying. My next least favorite would have to be past the knee shorts. I kind of talked about this earlier with the whole long skirt things, but past the knee shorts, don't do it for me. People just look really short when they do that, especially if you are below 6 feet tall. Do not do this, especially because your legs are going to look stubby. So don't do that. If you want to look taller, above the knee, maybe a few inches above the knee, if you're feeling a little scandalous. Would like to see the kneecap. Don't be shy, like, nobody's here to judge. Don't hide your kneecaps. For this next one, it is an accessory, and that would be pearls with gold hardware. Personally, it is my opinion that pearls should go with silver hardware because hear me out. Gold hardware is warm tones and pearls are cool tones. So it would make sense for the cool tone jewelry or pearl to go with a cool tone hardware, which is silver. So gold hardware with pearls, not my vibe. Alright, the next fashion trend that I really do not like is the smock dress. Personally, it just looked so unflattering, and it really reminds me of a science teacher I had who made her own dresses, and you could tell she did. You kind of just look like a kindergartner child, and the clothing just eats you up. Like, you don't want clothes to wear you want to wear the clothes. You want to look good in the clothes. You want to look good, feel good. Thank you. It's too much. It's very just boxy down, and I'm not here for it. After that, I have not been loving jean jacket vests. I think they're not cute. Just to put it simply, not cute. Maybe if you're like in the desert, that could be cute, or a festival. But if you're layering it over something, don't. Maybe it's fine if you're just wearing it on its own. Even again, like zipped up, it doesn't look cute. Opened up, it's a little revealing unless you're into that. That could be cute, but just not cute. Like the silhouette of it being jean just makes it look really stiff, so it doesn't really conform to the body very well. It's just not flattering, so skip the jean jacket vest and go for a different type of vest. My next least favorite fashion trend would have to be textured metallic prints. Now, I really enjoy a metallic print, don't get me wrong. However, if it's textured, it just looks really unappealing to me. Not to like be annoying, but it just looks like cheap, especially like fast fashion brands. It's like, don't do a texture, keep it smooth. If you don't, it literally looks like it's $3. It just looks like plastic, and I really don't think that's the vibe people are going for. Like, it looks like it's not a fabric. It looks uncomfortable because it is. It's not cute. And like when something's metallic, you want it to be smooth, shiny, reflective, like all those amazing qualities. But when it's textured, it's none of those things. Stick to the smooth metallic prints. I have two more. Both of these are shoes. So the first shoe that I'm not into is actual cowboy boots or cowgirl boots or cow boots for a non-gendered item. But maybe it's because I'm actually from real America or something, but it's just not cute to me. Like, that is conservative behavior, that is hick behavior, that is redneck behavior. It's just not cute. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have an elevated, modern interpretation of a cowgirl boot, that can be cute. But if it's like actual like brown leather or like black leather, I'm not really into it. Just because there's these weird ass patterns, and it's just way too country for me personally, and the country in America is over glamorized. Like, let's get to the truth. We know the truth. Well, do we? I feel like people don't, but we're not about this country life. And my last least favorite fashion item would have to be slides. I think slides are not cute. They may be comfy, but when men wear these, I'm like, I don't really want to see your toes, especially if you're not taking care of your feet. Definitely a gag, and not in the good way. Not cute unless you're wearing like Birkenstocks. Not gonna be cute. Or like you're in college and you're in a dorm and you're showering. Like, Birkenstocks and using slides to go shower are the only excusable offenses for wearing slides, in my opinion, or as like slippers or whatever to walk around. But like, please do not wear these seriously. I don't care if they're Gucci slides. No. Or Adidas, no. Or Nike, no. Just no on the slides. Like, just get a flip-flop or a sandal or something. You know, something more practical. But anyway, those were my fashion don'ts or least favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video and I did not talk shit about your favorite clothing too much. Again, this is just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Or take my advice and you will be stunning. Anywho, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe, comment if I missed any fashion trends, or I don't know, tell me your favorite fashion trend. Literally anything, I will respond. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.